and welcome back to a new episode of Kidbits. Today we're going to continue our story to see where the robot will lead Kai, and our today's theme is going to be movement. So we're going to make Kai move, we're going to make the robot move, and we're going to make the rocket fly. So let's dig in. Now we're back in our Scratch editor. And as you can see, we have all our characters here. And let's just recap real quick what happened so far. So when we click on the flag, we can see the conversation again. What is going on here? Hi, I'm Bob. My master sent me to pick you up. Who's your master? He's your father. Take me to him. So, as you remember, Kai came out of school and suddenly saw some weird stuff going on the football field, so he was curious and went closer. And, well, he went there and saw this robot, and then the robot told him that his father sent him, and Kai was curious because he doesn't know his father. So obviously he wants to go with the robot. And since now we are at this point, the next step would be to program to make both these characters enter the rocket. And since Kai is so excited, he's going to be the first who's going to run toward the rocket. So let's dig in. The thing that we need to be mindful of, we want him to move over to the rocket, but every time we click the flag, we want him to go back to his original position. And in order to do that, we need his coordinates. And his coordinates you can actually see here. These are his x coordinates, and these are his y coordinates. Like the x coordinates go from left to right, and the y coordinates go from top to bottom. Now, in order to make him start every time at the same spot, we can go over here and see this command? It says go to XY. And as you can see here, it has the exact same coordinates as we see over here. So let's take this command and put it at the very top of our program. Let's do the same thing for the robot because obviously we want it for him as well. So again, we can see his coordinates. We go over here, we see the go to command, and again, it's the same coordinates. So let's take that, put it at the top of our program. Okay, before we move on to make the move, we also want to do the same thing for the rocket. So let's move over to the rocket. Here we haven't programmed anything, so obviously we need our events and we need the flag as our first command, and then we can go back to motion and get our go to. So now wherever we place these characters, doesn't matter where, if we click the flag, boom, they will all go back to their original place. That's exactly what we want. Okay, now we can program Kai's movement toward the rocket. So we could use the same command, but if you paid attention, you might have noticed that it's more like teleportation than actually going over or walking over to something. So there is a better command, and thus we're going to use glide. With glide 1 second to a specific position, currently it's the same position that Kai is actually standing at, so that's not what we want. But what we can do in order to get the right coordinates, we can just get rid of this, take Kai, move him over to the rocket, and voila, we have the correct coordinates, same as on this side. So now we can take that command and put it right here. Okay, let's move over to the robot. Keep in mind, Kai is the last one to talk. Therefore, the robot, before he can move, actually has to wait. So Kai is talking for 2 seconds and then glides for 1 second. Therefore, the robot needs to wait for 3 seconds. So let's do that. Go to Controls, take our wait command and type in 3. Now we can do the same thing as we did with Kai. Take the robot, move him over to the rocket, and then take our motion and our glide command and put it right here. Now we can click the flag and everything is put back in its place. So we can stop the script. So now we have everything set up so that they actually move toward the rocket, and let's actually check it out, how this is going to look like. We click the flag and start the script. Okay, now Kai is going to move and the robot. Voila. Now they're at the spot where they're supposed to be. Problem is, obviously they're supposed to be in the rocket and not on top of it. So therefore we need to do something else. And that thing is a command called hide. So we want to hide the character as if, so it looks like they enter the rocket. And that command can be found under looks, and it's right here. So we can take the hide command, put it at the end. This is the robot, but obviously we also want to do it for Kai, and put it right there. Now the issue with this is that if we now run it, like, the characters will be gone, or they will be hidden. And if we then click the flag again, I mean, they will be repositioned, but they don't show up. So therefore we need to incorporate yet another command. So let's simulate that. We can click here at our show attribute, and we can just hide the character as if they would with this command. And if I now click the flag, they don't show up. They're just gone. In order to change that, obviously we can just use the show command. We take this show command and we place it at the top. Same with Kai. And now if we click the flag, here they are, back where they're supposed to be and showing up. Great. So now we have the movement and Kai and the robot entering the rocket. Let's actually test that to see that everything works well. Talking again, as always. We're coming to the end of the script. Kai's moving, the robot's moving, and their rocket. So now we get to the fun part. We're gonna make the rocket fly off. Okay, so let's switch to the rocket. We already have a little code right there in order to always put it back to its original position. Now, there is one little thing that we actually have to do, like with the robot, because the robot is the last one to move. Now, once the last character moved into the rocket, we want to send a signal to the rocket that it's time to move. We can do that with the following command. We go to Events and we go to Broadcast Message, but obviously not at the rocket. We actually need to select the robot, just like I said, and then we're going to broadcast a message. We're actually going to name this rocket because that's what we're going to send that message to. And then we go back to rocket and can select when I receive rocket. Okay, now whenever this script ends, the rocket is going to receive the message, and then once that happens, we want to do something, and obviously we want to fly off. And let's actually do that first. So for that purpose, we're going to use our loop. We're going to set it to 30 repetitions, and then inside of it, we're going to use a motion command, and that would be change y by 10. Now why? Because we want it to go up, and as you remember, the y coordinate is from top to bottom. Therefore, we can use that, and we want to go in the plus direction because plus is always going up, minus is always going down. And now, if we run this just as a test, the rocket goes and flies away. Obviously, we want it to go back down, but that kind of looks boring, right? Because like there's no fire. I mean, the rocket just kind of like moves like that, and that's not really exciting. We want some fire and everything, right? So therefore, we're gonna take yet another one of these events once we receive the message, because we want to have these two scripts run simultaneously. We want it to go up, but also change its costumes. If you remember from last time, we had to remove the flame, but now we actually want to use the flame. Like if we go here to costumes, you can see all the different like costumes. And so we want to animate it in such a way that it goes through each of these costumes over and over again. So it makes it look like the rocket is actually flying off. And let's do that. We need a loop again. Let's go here, take the loop. And now we need a command that is called change costume. That we will find under looks, and it's right here, next costume. Okay, it's not change costume, but next costume. And now if we run this, whoa, that was fast, huh? So I guess it's a good idea to put some weight inside. Yeah, but the 1 second is super slow, so let's do 0.1 and run it again. I think that looks good. Okay, now let's actually use another event just to test our program, because we don't want to run every single time through the whole script, because if we do that, we're going to waste a lot of time, obviously. Like, that's not what we want. So in order to speed things up, we're just going to use this command. So whenever I press the spacebar, something happens, and I want to send the message when I press the spacebar. So just so that I can test the code. Let's do that. That looks awesome, right? Now, there's one more thing we want to do. Actually, two. First, we also want to hide the rocket, because as you can see, we can still see the tips. So it actually looks like as if the rocket already has gone off. So we use a hide command again. We find it right here, and we're going to put it right there. But just like with the other characters, we need to make sure that the rocket shows back up when we press the flag. So we also need the show button and put it there. Now there's one last thing that we need to take care of. So let's actually click this, the rocket goes back, and now press the space bar, the rocket flies off and is gone. Now if we click this again, okay, this time it works fine because it goes through the whole process of changing each costume. But that's not always the case, so we actually want to make sure that the rocket always starts with the correct costume, which is this one right here, which is actually, if we look here, it's the rocket ship E. That's the costume we want every time. So let's go back to our code, and we are already at looks, and we want the switch to costume space in a rocket ship E. That's what we want. And we're going to put that right here. So every time we click it, it will change back to the correct costume. So now we have made sure that everything works smoothly, and if I press the space bar again, the rocket is gone. And so let's click flag again, and voila, everything is as it should be. Now let's actually remove this, because this is only for testing purposes. And now we can click flag, everything goes back to normal. We go through the whole script just to check if everything is well. Like, they have their conversation, Kai moves first, is in the rocket, and boom, they go off looking for Kai's dad. And I bet Kai is super excited to see his dad, but before he can see his dad, I mean, he has to cross space, so who knows where he ends up. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time, and Kid Bits.